Have you ever felt like someone was taking advantage of your kindness, your innocence, or your willingness to trust? The reality is, there are people in the world who prey on others' good intentions, manipulating their emotions and actions for their own benefit. But don't worry, because the universe has a way of balancing the scales, and karma is always at play. If you've ever felt like someone is taking you for granted, know that karma will catch up with them, and it will hit them hard. Manipulating someone's innocence is one of the most hurtful forms of betrayal. Innocence comes from a place of purity and trust that the people around you are good and have your best interests at heart. But some people will exploit that trust to manipulate you, whether it's for personal gain, power, or control. They may use your genuine kindness, your helpful nature, or even your vulnerability to get what they want. When people take advantage of your innocence, they often don't realize that they're not just harming you in the moment, they're sowing seeds for their own downfall. Every act of manipulation, whether it's subtle or overt, is a negative action that sets in motion the energy of karma. The universe doesn't forget these actions. While you might feel hurt, betrayed, or confused, recall that their actions are creating their own negative reality. Karma doesn't let these deeds slide by unnoticed. It's simply a matter of time before they feel the weight of their own actions. The best thing you can do is protect yourself and move forward with an understanding that their manipulation does not define you. The universe sees the truth, and the energy will shift in ways that bring justice, not just for you, but for everyone involved. As hard as it may seem, forgiving them will allow the universe to deal with them in a much more powerful way. Karma works like a boomerang, it always returns to its origin. When people try to take advantage of your trust, the energy they send out is negative, and it will inevitably come back to them, often in ways they least expect. Karma doesn't care if they think they're getting away with it, it doesn't care if they believe they can hide behind their lies or deceit. The universe sees everything. And eventually, what goes around comes around. This cycle isn't about punishment, it's about balance. Karma restores balance in the universe by ensuring that every action, whether good or bad, comes back in some form. The person who manipulates your innocence may not immediately face the consequences, but trust that their actions will come back to them in ways they can't control. It may come as financial loss, broken relationships, or personal struggles that make them question everything they once believed. It's important to recall that karma isn't about revenge, it's a natural law of cause and effect. The universe ensures that what they put out into the world will eventually return, and it will often come back far stronger than they ever expected. All you have to do is live your truth and allow karma to do its work. Every negative action creates an energetic ripple, whether it's a simple lie or a deliberate act of manipulation. When someone manipulates you, it doesn't just harm you in the moment, it creates a lasting impression that impacts both their energy and their reality. Negative energy has a unique way of lingering in the universe. The manipulative individual may think they are escaping the consequences of their actions, but the truth is, karma is always working behind the scenes. The more they manipulate, the more they burden themselves with a growing negative vibration that cannot be ignored. This energy accumulates, and it eventually becomes too heavy to carry. The law of attraction states that like attracts like, and as the manipulator continues to sow seeds of dishonesty, deceit, and selfishness, they attract the same energy back. Whether it manifests as financial hardship, a breakdown in their relationships, or a loss of trust from those around them, their negative actions inevitably return to them. In a sense, the manipulator sets themselves up for their own downfall. Their negative energy creates a shift in their life that will force them to face the consequences, even if it takes time. The universe doesn't let the scales tip too far in one direction without balancing them out. This weight can feel unbearable, but it's necessary for their growth. Their inability to act with integrity leads to inevitable lessons, as they eventually learn that their manipulative ways only hold them back from genuine happiness. The most powerful thing you can do when faced with manipulation is to rise above it. You don't need to engage with negativity or hold on to the bitterness that someone else's actions might create. Recognize that their energy is their responsibility, and all you have to do is stay true to your own path. The universe will ensure they face the consequences of their actions, and by continuing to move forward, you allow the natural cycle of karma to take its course. When it comes to dealing with manipulation, prevention is key. Protecting your energy and safeguarding your emotions are essential steps in preventing others from taking advantage of your trust. The first step in protecting yourself is setting strong boundaries. Understand that you have the right to say no and protect your peace, even if it means distancing yourself from people who have already shown themselves to be manipulative. It's also important to recognize the warning signs of manipulation. These can include gaslighting, where someone makes you question your perception of reality, or guilt-tripping, where they make you feel responsible for their actions or emotions. Manipulators are skilled at exploiting your kindness, but when you begin to recognize these tactics early on, you can guard yourself more effectively. Trusting your instincts and setting firm boundaries in these moments is crucial to maintaining your energy. Another powerful method of protection is cultivating a strong sense of self-worth. The more confident you are in who you are and what you stand for, the less likely you are to be manipulated by others. By fostering self-love and self-respect, you create a strong energetic shield around yourself. Manipulators prey on individuals who may feel insecure or unsure of themselves. But when you stand firmly in your own truth, others' attempts to control or deceive you will have little effect. Keep in mind that you are in control of who enters your life. If someone is manipulative, it's not your responsibility to fix them. Don't feel obligated to entertain relationships that aren't reciprocal or healthy. Choose your interactions wisely, and don't be afraid to walk away from toxic situations. Protecting yourself is the highest form of self-respect. When someone manipulates you, it's easy to feel hurt, angry, and betrayed. These emotions are completely natural, and it's important to honor them. Holding on to those emotions, especially anger and resentment, only serves to prolong your suffering. Letting go of the hurt and releasing the negative emotions tied to someone else's actions is crucial for your emotional and spiritual growth. Letting go doesn't mean excusing the person's behavior or forgetting what happened. It means choosing to release the emotional burden and freeing yourself from the past. Holding on to bitterness and anger only keeps you energetically tied to the manipulator, giving them continued power over you. By letting go, you take back control of your emotional state and open up space for healing. When you release negative emotions, you create room for positive energy to flow into your life. This makes you more receptive to love, opportunities, and abundance. The universe rewards those who can forgive, even if it's difficult. When you let go, you stop carrying the emotional baggage that keeps you stuck. You may not be able to change the actions of others, but you can change how you respond to them. Letting go also allows you to move on with grace and strength. The manipulator may have tried to drag you into their drama, but by letting go, you rise above it. You are no longer tethered to the negativity of their actions. Letting go is a powerful act of self-love, and in doing so, you create space for more joy, peace, and fulfillment in your life. When you've been manipulated, the road to recovery can feel long and challenging. But know that the most important step is to move forward with strength and confidence. You've been through something difficult, but that doesn't define who you are or your future. In fact, this experience can become a powerful source of strength. The first step in moving forward is acknowledging the pain and giving yourself permission to heal. You don't have to rush the process, but you do have to be committed to your own healing. Take the time you need to reflect on what happened, but don't let it consume you. You have the power to rise above any challenge, and this is just another chapter in your story. Surround yourself with positive, loving people who remind you of your worth. It's easy to feel isolated after experiencing manipulation, but there are people who will support and uplift you. The right people will help you regain your confidence and remind you that you are deserving of healthy, respectful relationships. These connections will guide you back to your authentic self and help you rebuild your trust in others. Moving forward is also about accepting the lessons you've learned from the experience. You are now wiser and more discerning. You've developed the ability to recognize manipulation and the strength to walk away when necessary. Each experience, no matter how painful, teaches us valuable lessons. Accept the lessons learned, and use them to empower yourself moving forward. Never forget that the universe always sees the truth, and karma will ensure that those who manipulate others are met with the consequences of their actions. Protect yourself by setting strong boundaries, trusting your intuition, and letting go of the pain they caused. The manipulator's negative energy will eventually come back to them, as the universe works in mysterious ways to restore balance. Keep moving forward with strength and confidence, knowing that the universe is always working in your favor. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights and guidance. Trust that you are on the path to healing, and everything is unfolding perfectly for your highest good.